Hi guys, it's Trovon and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to start something different. I'm going to make a different kind of video. I'm going to find videos on the internet and react to them. And these segments will be titled Trovon Reacts. I'm going to be reacting to videos on the internet that may relate to China. And sometimes these videos may not relate to China. And if it relates to China, that's great. If it doesn't relate to China, then you have to live with it. I will cover the videos if I want to. And if you don't like that, then hit the dislike button. Okay, so we're going to react to a video today. And this video is from a dating channel called I Date Advice. They provide dating advice if you want to date German woman, if you want to date Chinese woman, if you want to date older woman. This channel provides advice for you on how to do that. So I'm going to react on a video from I Date Advice, and this video is titled 3 Mistakes Western Men Make When Dating Chinese Women. So let's get to it.
Dating Chinese women isn't that hard, as long as you are aware of the common mistakes that you should avoid. Now, these are the top 3 mistakes Western men dating Chinese women make.
Okay, so the host here makes a claim that dating Chinese women is easy. Now, I don't know about you, but imagine someone comes from a completely different culture, a completely different country, and may not even speak your language correctly. You're going to have differences. It's going to be tough. Imagine if she cannot speak English. Imagine if he cannot speak English. Well, this video is for dating Chinese women, so imagine if she cannot speak English. Imagine if her values are not in line with your values. Imagine if you get together with her and you're like, wow, they think this way? So I think that dating Chinese women can be difficult. I don't think it's as easy as it seems, but let's see the mistakes that they make, you know? Let's see the mistakes that we Western men make when dating Chinese women. And maybe that may make it easier for us. Maybe we're all making the same mistakes.
Approach every Chinese woman in the street. Although oftentimes quantity leads to quality in dating or relationships, you shouldn't approach every Chinese woman in the street, because if you live in a relatively small city in a Western country, chances are a lot of those Chinese women know each other. Chinese women tend to hang out with Chinese women, so if you approach every one of them, they will tell each other about you, and that doesn't make you look good. Therefore, you should be more strategic and figure out another way to meet Chinese women more efficiently and effectively.
So this is mistake number 1 that we Western men make. Approaching every Chinese woman in the street. And I'm going to agree with this girl that yes, this is in fact a big mistake, because Chinese women, Chinese people in general, especially if you are an immigrant, you would be close to other immigrants. When I moved to China and I started living here, immediately I got close to the other South Africans because we share a background and heritage. So I can imagine for Chinese immigrants, it's the same. If they immigrate into your country, more than likely, they're going to be very close with one another. And let me tell you this, Chinese women, Chinese people in general, are very open when it comes to sharing details about their relationship. You could get a woman that could be so excited that she met her Western boyfriend that she could be showing all her friends. And what if you approach more than one woman? What if you got more than one woman's number? What if you went on a date with more than one woman? Then she could be out with her girlfriends and say, hey, I went out with this foreigner. I went out with this Western man. And the girls will be like, oh, how does he look? Oh no, he's dun and tall and he's, whether he's white or black. And the girls could be like, wait, I went out with a white man. Or I went out with a black man. What's his name? His name is Trovon. Oh, okay. In which case, if that happens, my brother, you are screwed. You will not have a chance with any other Chinese woman. So my recommendation in that matter, my main recommendation, would be to move to a different part of your country and try and pick up 1 or 2 Chinese girls from there. That would be my major recommendation. However, the lady in this video says you need to be more strategic. So here's my strategic advice. If a girl comes up to you and says, hey, I know you approached my friend to date her too. Or I know you're dating my friend also. I saw a picture of you together. Well, then you could just say, years ago, I didn't know I had a twin brother. But turns out I had a twin brother. And this guy and I are not very close, but I know I have a twin brother. So you could say it's your estranged twin brother. The other option you could say is that there's a lot of people that look like me. And maybe that might work. I'm just trying to be more strategic.
Tell her that all your ex-girlfriends and ex-wives are Chinese. She doesn't want to know that you only date Chinese women because that doesn't make her feel special. That only makes her think that you choose her just because of her race. What she wants to hear is you actually prefer Western women, but you changed your mind when you meet her. Try to avoid talking about your ex-girlfriends and ex-wives if you can. If she asks you about your past, you can say, I don't think the past is that important because I can't even remember it clearly. It's so boring.
The next point the lady in the video makes is that you shouldn't let your Chinese girlfriend know that you've only dated Chinese women in the past. Now, this is true once again. This lady is absolutely right. She is absolutely 100% spot on correct. Your Chinese girlfriend wants to know that she's special amongst the Chinese girls. So, she shouldn't know that you've dated Chinese women before, because the last thing she wants to find out is that you have an Asian fetish and she is part of that Asian fetish. It's like a girl coming up to me and saying, oh my goodness, I like you so much. I really like you so much. I used to date Rajesh. Do you know Rajesh? Oh, Rajesh was nice. I used to date Sunil. Do you know Sunil? Oh, Sunil was very nice as well. I used to date Pranesh. You know Pranesh? And that would make me feel really, really inferior. Because, to be honest, I don't know whether I can make a better samosa than Pranesh. I don't know whether I can make a better mutton bunny than Sunil. So, I have no idea how I'd stack up. It would make me feel really inferior if my tikka making skills are not up to scratch. So, I definitely understand how this lady feels. Feels so inferior now. Anyway, let's move on.
Look at other Chinese women's photos on your computer and let her know it. Many Western men have thousands of Chinese women's photos on the computer. If your Chinese girlfriend knows what's on your computer, maybe you will become creepy in her eyes immediately. So, if you do have 1000 Chinese women's photos on your computer, please save all of them on a USB and put your USB in your office where your Chinese girlfriend can't access. Okay, so
the last sort of mistake that we Western men make when dating Chinese women is that we tend to have a lot of pictures of Chinese women on our computers. And if our Chinese girlfriend comes to know that we have a lot of pictures of Chinese women on our computer, she may get creeped out. She may start to think that we're creepy, we're a perv, and you don't want your girlfriend thinking that you're creepy. So her suggestion is to save if you have 1000 pictures of Chinese women on your computer, save them to your USB and take them to work. I'm gonna add to our comments here and say that that you should actually keep them on a spare USB, because you don't want, so at work your co-workers could want to borrow a USB, and the last thing you want is your co-worker borrowing your USB and seeing a picture of 1000 Chinese women, and I don't want that to happen ever again. So I now carry 2 USBs, one for saving pictures of 1000 Chinese women and the other for work and lending my co-workers just in case. So the other one is for work and the other one is for 1000 pictures of Chinese women. So that was my reaction to 3 mistakes Western men make when dating Chinese women. What do you think about the lady's advice? Do you think it's good? Also, do you think my advice was good, or do you think I'm throwing my brothers under the bus? If you think my advice is good, then comment down below. If you guys think my advice is terrible, then whatever. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and guys, if you like this video, I'm going to be doing more reaction videos like this. See you in the next video.